Alright, so I'm making this video to show my effects setup. It's really simple, and I've tried explaining it so many times. I just must not be the best at it. So I thought I'd make a video. But you go on the 57, you just go into group, you hit your group button, you hit 6, and notice how B3 and B6 are lit. I'm going to come over to the software, and what this means is the effect is turned on, and it is going to the auxiliary channel, is what the effect's being applied to. And then if you look at this X1 here, that's just the rate. So you can change that however you need. And then these are my settings for my effect. You can use whatever settings you want, whatever effect you want with this method. So if I hop back in to group 1, and I'm just going to click it, but all you have to do to get there is just hit group and then 1 on the 57, or B1. So now we're in group 1. You can see how I have mine set up. I have, so this is the right side, and I have it to where up is sensor, down is toggle loop, right is, so if I hit the right joystick to the right, I'll take the track from the left and instant double it to the right. And then vice versa. So if I take on the left stick, if I hit it to the left, I take the deck from the right to the left. And I've just found this to be the easiest way to double stuff up. It's super fast, and it's one reason I don't want to get a 62, because they don't have the joysticks. And I'm so used to doing this, I can't think of a quick way to program those buttons without the joysticks. And then notice, if I hit the right deck inward, so to the left, I have it set up as, it's under Effects, and then Track 1 BPM Effect 1. If you wanted to program it to Effect 2, you would put it on 2. But I pretty much just use the one effect. And then same thing on the left side. If you hit it into the right, track 1 BPM effect. And what this does is it links the BPM of the deck that you're hitting the joystick on to the effect, so it knows what BPM to echo at. So just an example, I'll just cue up a song here. But again, group 6 is like this with your timing. You can set it however you need it. Just make sure 3 and 6 are on. Go into group 1. If I'm on the right deck, I just hit it inward. And you can program this to whatever way you feel comfortable on your joystick. You could even have it at a button if you wanted. But I hit this, and then the flex effect, now that it's on, it echoes out. So if I turn the volume up again, it's going to echo again. So, and I'm just so used to tapping this because it's really easy to do, and I know it links the effect right at that point. But that's how the effect works. It's really simple. The only caveat is a microphone does echo. So a quick little trick is if you hit group 6-6, your effect is off. So if you need to use the mic, you can do that real quick. I feel like that's better, as much as I don't use the mic, than having to go into group 6 every time and tap this thing and do all of that shit. It's stupid. So I'm just going to turn it back on so that I have it that way when I'm mixing. But that's how you do it. And then as far as the mount, this is my mount, and yeah, it's a large paint stick from like Home Depot or Lowe's, and I'm lucky enough to be able to wedge 2 of those, and then these are actually shims, so I have shims going in, and luckily I have blinds here, so I'm fortunate in that aspect. But before I had the blinds, I built this little contraption, and it's just literally a 2x4 with some like 3 or 4 inch nails coming out, and I would set my iPhone right on this. I really like how that mounts a lot better than having to Velcro my iPhone up there, but I really don't want to put the holes in the wall again. And the holes I'm referring to are 2 holes. I stick small nails in this, and then I have a nail below it and above it. And basically you just sort of wedge it in, and it can't move because of the nails below and above it. So that's how I did it before, and then that's how I do it now. So hopefully that answered everyone's questions as far as the effects and my stand and my mount, my ghetto homemade mount. But if not, just feel free to ask on my page, and I'll try to help you out. But there's some information on the effect too at the Serato or on the Serato forums. That's where I got it. There was sort of like a wiki page. I don't recall the exact link, but if someone knows of that, they could post it as a comment on the video, and then I'll attach it. So, and that explains it in more detail.